of the show.
Hey, what's up, peeps? My name is Lachlan Monroe. You're watching Vinny and Skip on the best damn movie show on YouTube.com.
It's the best damn movie show right here on YouTube.com. What do you think?
That sounded like it was a little bit better than Meryl Streep.
Can I go on American Idol?
No. Don't quit your day job.
Oh, come on. I'm your host, Vincent and Skip. Alongside is the man that sits in the fourth row, from the fourth row, Dan Skip Allen. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. I'm a little tired. I had a good week. We had a lot of good movies this week I got to see.
Yeah. Speaking of that, this guy over here, I've been feeling under the weather, as you can tell. I don't sound myself. He had tickets for the new,
Hobbit?
No.
Wild? You had
Starring
tickets for Wild too.
Witherspoon. I had a ticket. I didn't end up going because... I didn't end up going.
You were sick and you had to go to the doctor's, and your doctor appointment was so late, then you had to go get your medication.
But if I would have went to that movie, I would have had tickets to see an advanced screening of The Hobbit.
The very next night.
The new Hobbits. What's that called again?
Hobbit. The Battle of the Five Armies.
So, Skip got to see a triple feature this week. So, he's happy. On my hand, we just got done seeing Into the Woods. I saw an advanced screening of Annie. And I saw Tusk.
And the Skeleton Twins and The Giver.
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave The Giver out. I might throw some things about The Giver in there, but I think I'm going to leave it out. You know what, but let's get into our reviews. Go ahead, talk about Wild.
Oh, wow. All right, well, Wild is based on the worldwide bestseller by the author, this woman named Cheryl Strayed. It's her story about, she kind of had a rough life, problems with her father, and then her mother was sick, and then she's ended up getting into a rough relationship, and so she decides she's going to put everything on aside and take a 1,000-mile walk. So she takes this walk on the Pacific Coast Trail that starts in Arizona and goes always up to Oregon.
Did she bring her trail mix with her?
Yeah, she had a backpack that was bigger than her. She had so much stuff in this backpack.
Like what?
I mean, everything, like a personal flamethrower thing, so she could heat her grits up, and then she got the wrong gas, and she had to go to a store and get the right gas when she stopped off in one of the towns. There's some towns along the line, and she had to get the right gas because she was eating cold oats instead of warm oats, and then she finally got the warm oats. She was like all happy, and then she got the wrong boots, and so she was losing her toenails and getting blisters and stuff. So she was having a rough time. I mean, I don't think anybody can take a 1,000-mile walk.
Why did she want to take a 1,000-mile walk?
Just to put her life on hold and think about her mother and her husband and the things that had been going on in her life. And she was doing drugs, and she was having a little bit more sex than the average person should have.
And in nudity or...
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. But very good. One of the best performances, if not the best performance, by Reese Witherspoon I've ever
nomination?
seen. Oh yeah, Oscar. Clearly the front runner. This is clearly the front runner of Oscar, in my opinion, as of right now. She knocked it out of the park in this role, and she was the hand-picked actress by Cheryl Strayed to play her in the movie. And I now, after watching the movie, I see why Reese Witherspoon was phenomenal in this movie.
Very, very good. Very interesting. Well, let's talk about The Hobbit.
Oh, The Hobbit. Well, if you know The Hobbit, we left off with Bilbo trying to steal the Arkenstone away from Smaug in the mountain, and he got upset, and Smaug decides he's going to fly to Lake Town, this little town on a lake, and it's basically all wood. There's nothing protecting it. There's no cement walls. There's nothing. So Smaug basically lays waste to this town. Very few people get out of there, and then they come to the mountain, and the dwarfs don't like it. So they fortify the mountain so the humans can't get to the mountain, and then one group by another all show up, like the elves show up because they have treasure in the mountain that they want, and then a different dwarf group found out that the other dwarfs had seized the mountain and they want to join up with their brothers, and then an orc army by the head orc, he gets a giant orc army, and he comes and he tries to take over the mountain. And so we have this gigantic battle, and in the middle of it we have Gandalf trying to fight for the good guys, and we have Bard the Bowman, he's the leader of the humans, and we got Bilbo who's trying to get everybody to have clear heads. And guys, we have two giant orc armies coming. We have to band together to fight, and so eventually they band together to fight the bad guys, the orcs, this gigantic orc army.
Now, there's the main guy is Martin Freeman, right?
Yeah, Bilbo is Martin Freeman. You might know him from Fargo and Sherlock.
That's right. He plays the brother that killed the. I thought I knew him.
Yeah,
I thought he
Freeman.
looked.
He's in Fargo, and he's also in Sherlock. Those
Great show.
Both of them, Fargo and Sherlock. When they cast him, I was like, wow, what perfect casting. I couldn't have imagined somebody better than Martin Freeman. He really does a great job.
Also, there's another guy, Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen plays Gandalf. He's played Gandalf the White, Gandalf the Grey in all of the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings movies, and he just knocks it out of the park. You know, we all know him also as Magneto in the X-Men movies. He plays two of the most iconic characters in movie history, Magneto and Gandalf.
Well, what would you give Wild?
Oh, I give Wild a big C. It definitely one of the best female performances of the year. If she doesn't give such a great performance, the movie may not be as good. But Reese Witherspoon really gave a great performance, and I'll give the same thing, a big C it for The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies.
And that comes out in 2 weeks now.
Yeah, the 17th, or I think it's the 15th or the 17th. I can't remember. I think it's the 15th is The Hobbit, and Wild comes out.
17th.
Yeah, 17th, and Wild comes out this week in limited release, and then it will start spreading out after that. But two fantastic movies. I was so happy I got to see those movies this week.
Well, when we come back here on the Best Game Movie Show, we'll get into some reviews. Maybe about Into the Woods. Stick around. You're watching the Best Movie Show right here on YouTube.com.